Okay, this is an answer key video for the percent word problem sheet in the Hapara workspace. So there are 4 questions that I'm hoping people can answer. And once they're done, check your answers with this video, and then you're going to scan or take a picture of your completed and corrected questions and upload that picture into Workspace to show me that you've completed it. So the first question, the Spanish club sold hot pretzels as a fundraiser. The pretzels normally sold for $1.50, so that's the 100% price. But near the end of the sale, they wanted to sell as many as possible, so they reduced the price by 30%. What's the new price? So we're basically looking for what is 30% of $1.50. So 30% can also be expressed as a fraction, 30%, and of is another word for multiplication. So we're looking for 30% times 150 in a way. You could also think about 30 over 100 as 30 hundredths, so as a decimal. So these are all different ways that we could represent it. So if I do 0.3 times 1.5, I'm going to get 45 cents. Okay, so that's the discount. So we're reducing this by 45 cents. So if it was $1.50 and I'm taking away 45 cents, then it's $1.05. Now you could do it that way. Another way you could do it is, instead of looking for what price is being removed, you could look for what the discount price is. And so if it was 100% and we're going to be taking away 30%, the new price is 70%. So we could also do, well, what is 70% of $1.50? And that's going to be 105. So it's going to go right to our answer here. So this might be a more efficient way, but either way we get the answer, and we want to put a therefore statement. Therefore, the discount price is $1.05. Next question. On average, a girl reaches 90% of her final height when she's 11 years old. Anna is 11, so right now she's around 90% of her height, and she's 150 meters tall. So 90% is 150 meters. What's her final height? So 100% is, we're not really sure. Okay, so I'm going to set this up like proportions. So 90% is 150, but I don't really know what that is. 150 out of what is 90%? So I'm going to use proportions here. And you would have learned, if you watched the video by Miss Gillis in the workspace, about cross multiplying and cross products. So if we multiply cross, this is the same as 90n is 15,000. And then just from algebra, we're going to divide both sides by 90. $166.6. Okay, and that's repeated. So 100% is going to be 166.6, or if we round, that's approximately 167 centimeters. So her final height will be approximately 167 centimeters. Question 3. At the local theater, 120 people attended the production of Romeo and Juliet on Friday. The attendance on Saturday was 140% of the attendance on Friday. And so we're looking for, what is 140% of 120 people? This was Friday, and Saturday was 140% of that. So just like we did before, 140 per 100 times 120. So 140 over 100 is the same as 1.4. And if you don't want to convert it to the decimal, you don't have to. You can just say 140 divided by 100, because remember that this here equals a division sign. So we get 1.4, and we're going to multiply it by 120, and we get 168. Therefore, there were 168 people on Saturday. And the last one, Joey is an Amazon delivery man. He's already delivered packages to 19 locations today. This amount represents 85% of the total number. So 19 deliveries is 85% of his total. So we want to find out n deliveries, or some unknown, is what is 100%. So I'm going to set up proportions for that. Okay. So if I do the cross multiply technique that Miss Gillis taught, 85n times, 19 times 100 is 1900. We're going to divide both sides by 85. Okay, so you're going to see that the 100% actually reaches a decimal number of deliveries, which actually makes absolutely no sense. And the reason for that is I totally made a mistake making up this question, and that this should have been 17. But since it's 19, we're going to go with this. And so we're going to get 22.35. And if you get 22.35, then that's the correct answer basically on how you solved it. If I was to actually have not made this typo and put 17, then you would have seen that you would have gotten 20, which would have been a much more realistic number for the amount of deliveries. So my apologies for a random answer, but that's how you go through the process of doing it. So we'd say, therefore, Joey makes 22.35 deliveries. What? Doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. That's the right answer. Anyway, if you have any questions with this, please reach out to your teacher, and we can work one-on-one, or we can try to answer your questions via email. Please make sure once your answers are corrected that you've taken a picture or a scan of your work, and show the corrections in it as well if possible, and then upload that into the workspace. Okay? Have a great day.